trying out something new on this channel. Obviously I'm still going to be talking about the usual content, but I've been really into trip report videos. Sometimes I like watching people's experiences, their stories, things that have happened when they've been taking a certain substance. You know, things I can relate to, things I can be excited about. Say if I've got a trip next week, I might watch a trip report video. That might be why you're watching this video right now. And for you, the lucky guy that stumbled across this video, I'm going to tell you some funny stories. I did acid a couple months ago now. Took about 900 UG. If you didn't know, that's a pretty strong amount. I'm used to it though. I have my most I've done in a night is 3000 UG, which is pretty substantial. Would have most people like, whoa. Definitely had me like, whoa. I literally sat there for, I would say 10 hours just listening to Till I Collapse by Eminem. Again and again and again, full volume. Like I had my AirPods in full volume, listening to Eminem Till I Collapse. And I wasn't even like comfortable. I was freezing cold and I was standing, I think I was standing like this, just like that in my room, just looking at the wall. I just couldn't stop. I couldn't move, you know, I felt like I was frozen. It's completely frozen, stuck like that. But it wasn't a bad trip. Obviously went on some nice like mental journeys when I was there. Felt very spiritual. But that's not really what this trip report is about. I'm going to save that for another video, like go into more detail. This trip report is about the acid I took recently. So yeah, it was me and two friends, okay? It was me, Joe, and Mildred, right? And we were in a field and we thought, you know what, let's take this. I said, let's have a nice, you know, nice time. So we did that. We listened to a bit of dubstep as we were transitioning. You know how it feels when you start to trip. You almost need like a timeout. Like for me, I need like a couple minutes to just be like, okay, I've entered the new world, right? So I'm listening to dubstep full volume. I've got my AirPods like literally full volume. You know when it goes red, I've got them in so loud. I'm listening to dubstep so loud, and Joe and Mildred are sitting there. You know, they start making out. They love doing stuff like that. You know, so they're a couple. I'm single now, so you know, I've just got to get used to the single life. Bit of dubstep, bit of acid. So sitting here thinking like, yo, this is lit. This is awesome. I'm tripping. I'm seeing stuff. I'm looking at Joe and Mildred. I'm seeing multiple Joe and Mildreds. When I go like this, I'm getting like trails. So we're getting really, really high. You're getting really high. For like every second, I'm getting really, really, really high. I'm seeing multiple Joe and Mildreds. Seeing like rows of them. The whole field filled up with Joe and Mildred. I'm thinking, wow, this is bliss. You know, this is true. This is magnificent. So I do my usual. If you don't know what this channel is, basically we talk about smegma. And when I say I do my usual, I indulge in my cheese. So what does that mean? I did a handstand. I just let the blood rush to my head. I find it therapeutic. And then I held my position. I held that handstand. I stayed upside down for about 45 minutes. And when I stood back up, I held my breath and I shook my head as fast as I could. And I just kept doing it. And I held my breath for about 2 minutes. I would say 2 minutes, no exaggeration, 2 minutes. And this caused me to faint, which I would not recommend to anyone watching this trip report. Do not sit there and think that that's a safe idea. It's not a safe idea. But what happened is when I woke up, Joe and Mildred were standing to my side. Joe here, Mildred here. They were looking over me like, yo, another channel. You okay, dude? I was like, frick yeah, I'm awesome. So I got up, sat up, and I peeled my foreskin back, obviously. And couldn't believe what I was looking at. Like, so essentially when you take acid, you can hallucinate. It is a hallucinogen. It's a psychedelic. So when I look at the field and see hundreds of Joe and Mildred all across the field, what do you think happens when I peel my foreskin back and I look at my smeg? I see a lot of smeg. Now I'm looking at my penis. I can't even see the helmet because it's buried in this thick, luscious butter. This gorgeous, gorgeous buttery cheese. Now, Joe and Mildred aren't necessarily into smegma, but they understand that I am, and they don't mind. And even they're peering over at my helmet, and they were just looking in complete disarray. You know, they couldn't believe how much Smeg was there. And I just, in that moment, you know when you feel whole, you feel proud, you feel complete. In that moment, that was it. That was overwhelming feelings of that. Because not only was I happy with what I could see, they were also impressed with what they could see, astonished even. And all round, it was just good vibes. You know, if you're looking for good vibes when you're tripping, that, for me personally, is one of the best vibes you can have. If you pull your foreskin back while you're tripping, you're gonna have like immense vibes. Honestly, nothing could have made that day better. So obviously there was other parts of the trip. We had like some scary moments, some deep spiritual moments. You know, I thought I saw God, but honestly, what's more important to me, God or pulling my foreskin back? Let's be real. Do I look like I go to church every week? Do I look like I've read the Bible? Or do I look like I don't wash and I love researching smegma and collecting smegma? I'll leave that for you guys to decide in the comments. It is the latter, if you couldn't guess. Duh. But yeah, that's my trip report. I guess I should tell you what happened when when the trip finished. We got on the bus and went back to Joe's actually, and we just hung out. Listened to Eminem till I collapse. Probably listened to it 20, 30 times. As we all know, that is one of the best songs. If you're looking to increase your smegma for some reason, that if you keep playing that song, I don't know how it works. It must be something to do with the chemicals or the science. But basically the sound waves and the vibrations of Till I Collapse by Eminem definitely increase the growth of smegma. It promotes, the natural neurogenesis of smegma. It literally creates smegma. So that song, coupled with the good vibes, it was a perfect day. The overwhelming joy I felt when I pulled back the foreskin and there was just, more cheese than a mouse could ever eat. More cheese than they say the moon's made of cheese. I think I had more cheese under my foreskin than that fucking thing in the sky. Okay, I'm not exaggerating. There was so much cheese, and I know I was hallucinating. I know there was probably a lot less cheese than I actually thought, but it's a thought that counts. What I felt in my heart, that's what mattered. It doesn't matter what's actually there, does it? Yeah. Anyway, whenever I start to feel like life sucks or like I feel suicidal or depressed, that's one of those moments that I can think about that just like slaps me around the face and brings me back into that happy feeling. It brings me back on the right path, makes me feel like life is worth living. If I die tomorrow, how am I going to ever experience more smegma? If I die tomorrow, how am I going to ever pull my foreskin? If I'm dead, who's going to pull my foreskin back? Let's just think of it like that. Let's get straight to the point. Let's be blunt, right? If I die, who's going to pull my foreskin back? No one. I'll be left to rot in the ground. Anyway, that's my trip report for acid. We're going to be doing another one because I've done everything. I've done heroin, I've done crack, I've done spice, meth. I've literally done everything. Fentanyl. I am like an absolute. I'm a boss when it comes to drugs and when it comes to smegma. And depression. I love depression. I could talk about all of these subjects all day long. They make me so like horny, happy, excited. But yeah, this is just the video for the acid trip. That I've had other acid trips. I can tell you other stories. If you're interested, leave a comment below. Give me a compliment. Give me a like, subscribe, press the notification bell, share this video with your friends, share this video with your family, share this video with your boss, share this video with your kids, share this video with your friends, share this video with everyone else. Send this video to everyone. Tag everyone on Facebook. Tag everyone on Twitter. Send this to someone on Instagram. Put this on your story on Instagram.